Hello everyone and welcome to the Saturn Slam predictions video for WWE No Mercy 2017. This was a SmackDown pay-per-view last year, but this time it's Raw, baby.
Threw it over.
Will we
Yep.
like it Raw?
It's
I don't know, we'll find out, I guess. This
yeah.
actually looks like a pretty big card. I guess odds makers are doing odds on how many stars a match is going to get now. And if you
Oh,
if you believe the odds, then this should be a very good show.
yeah. It's looking like just looking over the card right now, as expected. There's a lot of carryover from SummerSlam here.
Yeah,
A lot of
this is a
rematches going on.
nice time of year because we had SummerSlam and we didn't have any pay-per-views for like 3 weeks before SummerSlam, and this is the first pay-per-view after SummerSlam, and we're 5 weeks removed from SummerSlam, and then uh, we don't have Hell in a Cell is not until October. I think it's the first week of October, but still, we've got some time and space here. We're
hmm
not just being lambasted with pay-per-views,
Yeah. So I mean,
and we might not.
just get into it.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna have a Raw pay-per-view in October, or they're just gonna do Hell in a Cell and then Survivor Series. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just throw it
yeah.
right in there.
We'll talk about what we got here. We got the Cruiserweight Championship match. Neville, your champion, in his second reign, because we gave the belt to Tozawa for 4 days for whatever reason, versus Enzo Amore. For a while here, I was really scared they were going to put the belt on Enzo. I was like
They
really
can't. They
frightened.
couldn't.
Not anymore, they can't. Because they've just made this guy out to be the biggest geek in the known universe week after week after week. Like, on the Go Home Raw, he came out to do something. Presumably cut a promo, maybe have a match. I'm not sure. And he's in the middle of doing a shtick on the entrance ramp, and then Braun Strowman's music hits, and Braun just destroys him for no purpose whatsoever other than to humiliate Enzo. There's no way you can put the title on this geek now. There's just no way. You can't do it. So I can confidently say that Neville is retaining here.
Yeah. I'm just waiting till someone just comes out and gives him a wedgie as he's doing
It's
his opening monologue.
fucking coming. I'm surprised that we didn't get it last week, to be perfectly honest with you. Or this Monday. I guess it's still the same week.
Backstage shot of him getting a swirly.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Like, between this and the Miz shit that was on the Raw before the Raw this Monday, like, they've just gone out of their way to destroy any credibility that Enzo may have had. And they've buried the cruiserweight division along with it, which is really the tragedy here, because it was coming around. He was, and to Enzo's credit, he was the biggest star in the cruiserweight division. He was getting people into 205 Live, and then they're like, no, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Cruiserweights,
It's just
the rest of the cruiserweights be damned. Just fuck this. They need to figure out what they want to do with this cruiserweight division. I don't think this 205 Live shit is really helping them out. Oh, here's my idea, actually. How about, if you're committed to keeping this 3 hour Raw, how about instead of doing 205 Live on the network, you just have 205 Live be the first hour of Raw? That way it's being
that
seen
would
by
be
more
nice.
people, and you only have to write 2 hours of Raw, which is a win for everyone. I feel like this could
Yeah.
work.
I think that that'd be a really nice compromise because right now they're just shooting themselves in the foot every step of the way. Like the story of Enzo here, ever since like he was in the tag team, has just been the story of how bad can they shoot themselves in the foot with these setups.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a baby. This is all. If this is an attempt to get babyface sympathy, it's not doing its job, because now people are starting to boo him because you have the announcers beat it over the head every week that, oh, this guy's worthless without Big Cass, and then he hasn't done anything to demonstrate that that's not the case.
And now the worthless guy is the biggest star of 205 Live.
Yeah. How does
And
that?
you
How do
know
you
what? You're not
think?
seeing anyone else,
Yeah, that makes how that's poor Neville.
right?
Neville's going to have to
He's
work his ass off in this match if it's going to be any good, because Enzo is just really, really bad. Um, I bet you Cedric Alexander's happy he's working those two Evolve shows instead of No Mercy this week.
right.
All right,
Ah,
so
yikes.
that brings us to Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt for, I don't know, the fourth time. I've lost count. Maybe it's
Do it
only the
again.
third. Um, I gotta think. I don't know if the story. I don't know what the end game is here, because this whole story
Yeah.
is built around fucking face paint. I've never had this happen before. I don't know what to expect. Have a story built around face paint. Um, I
Yeah.
can guarantee we're probably, well, I can't guarantee, but we're probably not going to see the demon again on this show. So if they're just going to have it be like, oh, Finn Balor proves he's more than the paint and beats Bray Wyatt, whatever, and then you have to figure out what you're going to do with Bray Wyatt because he needs something. He's just, ever
hmm
since that Orton feud, man, they've just really haven't done much with him.
Yeah, the whole affair smacks of like holding pattern, where they don't know
Yeah, they
where
don't know what
anyone's
to do with
going,
these guys.
so
And this was a feud that if you said like a year ago, oh man, how cool would it be for Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor to have a feud? I'd be like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But they've just done it in maybe the worst way. I'm not sure.
yeah.
But like instead of, having, well, I guess you can't really have them cut promos because Finn is not a good promo. But I don't
hmm
even know what you would do. But you just could have made it like a battle of auras. And now
Yeah.
the best part of these matches are the entrances, and then it's all kind of downhill from there because they're both good wrestlers, but like Finn Balor, unless he's in there with like someone who really like can work a fast pace, does nothing for me. And Bray Wyatt
Right.
also needs to be in there with the right guy to have a good match. Um, and it's been a bunch of mediocre matches, and I don't think this will be any different. I guess they see bigger things in Balor right now than they do Wyatt, so I'm gonna go with Balor. But really, it doesn't matter because they're probably just gonna have another match on Raw the next night.
Right. Uh, just gonna do it again. Yeah. And just like what a shame for Balor coming right out. It's like right out of the gate, just run right into the quicksand. Coming back on this.
Yeah, he got hurt at the worst time. I don't know what WWE would look like right now if he had a proper Universal title reign, but he got hurt at the wrong time. And sometimes Vince, if you get hurt at a bad time, he sees you as injury prone, even if you've been healthy for most of your career. He's a crazy old man. You give him the wrong soup at the deli, you're on a shit list forever. And injuring his shoulder was not the soup that he wanted to see on that SummerSlam. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I guess if you had to say make a guess, I would go with Finn in this match.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got the most trajectory, if you want to put that out there.
I don't know. I don't know where either of them go after this, to be perfectly honest with you. Because I mean, maybe you can make the Intercontinental title scene more interesting, but right now that Universal Championship is being held hostage um, by guys that neither of these two are super believable opponents for. All right, so that brings us to the Intercontinental Championship, a match that was set up on the Go Home show on Raw. There was a six-pack challenge, which I guess is just a six-way match now. It used to be something different, I think. I don't remember. That was a dark time when Mike Adamle was a character on Raw every week.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, he's the Jeff Harvey guy in the beginning of Botchamania.
Oh. Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw that
That
live. That was fun.
oh,
Like, what the fuck? You just brought this guy in here. They spent a lot of money to get him in here, but anyway, I digress. So, Miz versus Jason Jordan. Um, Fans really wanted to see Jeff Hardy in this match because Jeff Hardy is really a superstar, and Jason Jordan's not. Yeah, they're pushing him hard, but they need. It's just the crowd's into him. Like when he's in the matches and he's suplexing everyone, it's really awesome, and the crowd digs it. But the whole basis for his push is just so fake, and no one's buying into him being Kurt Angle's Black Sun, and it, the feud's built around nepotism, and Miz is kind of right that Jason Jordan is getting these opportunities because he's Kurt Angle's son. Like this is not been an effective way to build Jason Jordan. They're not turning on Jason Jordan, but they don't care. I'm not sure which is worse.
I gotta say, not caring, because if you're not caring, then you're not invested, and you can't build up to anything if no one
I
cares.
guess. I don't know. I think Jason Jordan is going to get the title here, but I don't know
Sure.
if that's the right call. I personally wouldn't do the change on this show. I'd wait till maybe Survivor Series or whatever. But the longer this goes out with him just chasing the Miz and Miz cutting the same kind of "you only hear because your dad" promos, the worse I think it's going to be for Jason Jordan's character. So maybe just putting the belt on him now and like changing up the story a bit, get him in there with someone new, might be the best thing for him. Because I think he could be a star if they just kind of, you know, finagle
Let
the
him shine.
storyline a little
Yeah.
bit. Um, so I guess I'll be bold and I'll guess Jason Jordan on this one.
Yeah, that sounds like a good move.
The match should be good. I mean, Jason Jordan's probably just gonna suplex him around a bunch. They could do a DQ and keep him strong, but have Mrs. Entourage interfere. That's possible. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, not super invested in this match either way, which is a shame because it's a new star. He's getting his push, and he's not bad, but you're just bungling the storyline, and that's part of it. It's all part of the presentation. So we have tag team championship match: Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Um, I don't think they're going to switch the titles back. This isn't the Usos and the New Day. Um, but it should be a good match either way. I think Dean and Seth retain,
Yeah.
and maybe we get one more match at Survivor Series, or if there's an October Raw pay per view, like in a cage or something. And that'd probably be the end of the feud. But they're waiting for guys to come back, I think, because the Revival's hurt, and then they're going to come back, and they're probably going to feud with the Hardys first before getting a shot at the titles. And I don't know what other tag teams you have on Raw. And I don't think... If they're going to call up the Authors of Pain, I think they're going to SmackDown. And I don't know that you have any other teams on Raw right now that can challenge for the titles. So I think they're going to have to run this match at least one more time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a bad match to run.
No, it's
Last time
not.
I saw this, it was quite entertaining. But yeah, so them Ambrose and Rollins keeping it sounds fair. Doesn't,
Yeah, I don't think
not
they're going to
expecting anything huge.
take the belts off of them quite yet. I just really they need another team, man. I'm just really thinking about it. They need someone. Because who are the teams on Raw? You got Ambrose and Rollins, Sheamus and Cesaro, the Hardys, the Revival, and I think that might be it. Because
Yeah.
they broke up Enzo and Kaz, just cuz. They broke up the Golden Truth, also just cuz. I don't think they have any other tag teams on the Raw side. So unless you make a new tag team, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. And who would they make a tag team out of? if they were going to do that.
I don't know. You could do. You could pull a Sheamus and Cesaro and put Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt in a tag team.
Oh no. Just turn into a best of 7 halfway through.
It'd give them a direction at least. And if you turn Bray Wyatt babyface, maybe that's actually not such a bad idea. Oh wait, no, you have Gallows and Anderson. That's right, you have Gallows and Anderson. That's a match they can run. That's a good one. I knew I was forgetting someone. But I still think they need another team. And hey, I'm actually not hating the idea of a Finn Balor Bray Wyatt team now that I think about it.
Right? Oh, that's our little pocket pick. Just for the near future.
They either need to turn Bray or Balor. Well, they should probably turn them both because Finn does not work well as a babyface, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did the Bray Wyatt babyface tease on that one Raw where he teamed with Roman Reigns, like everyone was super into that. But
yeah, he's definitely got the potential to be a really good babyface.
But let's not give the fans what they want. That's preposterous. Why would they tune in and pay money to see something they want? No, they wanna be upset all the time. That's how you book a wrestling promotion. Anyway, onto the clusterfuck that is this women's championship match.
Right? That's just put them all in there.
This was a fatal 4-way. For whatever reason. I guess they didn't want to do Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss in a singles match. For whatever reason. Even though they did it on Raw. Like, last week. Or this week. They did it on Raw. I guess they didn't want to do it on pay-per-view. And then Emma got involved. I don't even remember how Emma got into this match. I think it's something Sasha dropped the belt to Alexa on Raw because I guess the gimmick now is Sasha can't successfully defend the title. Great gimmick because now whenever she wins the title, it's gonna be like, oh, whatever. She's just gonna fucking lose it on Raw next week.
Wow.
And you got Emma in there, who I'm sure Emma was just in there because they didn't know that Bayley was going to be back in time, and they needed someone to take the pin. And now Bayley's back, and she's in the match, and I don't even know where this is going. Normally I'd say they're going to finally do the Sasha Banks Bayley match, and Bayley's going to win the title, and Sasha's going to turn on her. But at this point, Bayley's character is so damaged, which is just inconceivable. You had the female John Cena just handed to you, and you couldn't even fucking book her properly, even though it's the easiest thing in the world to do. All you had to do is wait a month. Don't have her beat Charlotte at Fastlane. Have her beat Charlotte in a singles match at WrestleMania, and she's a big star. And then don't make her out to be a geek against Alexa Bliss for like 3 straight months. But, the problem is now, if you have Sasha turn on Bayley, I don't think she'd get booed. I think she'd get cheered, which would be awful. So I don't even know how you negotiate this match now. I guess just have Alexa retain and figure something else out, or you put the belt on Bayley and don't have them feud again. Don't have Alexa and Bayley feud again. And wait, Asuka comes in November, right?
Yeah, as you check your watch.
Well, my watch has what date it is, so I can see how far off that is. I don't. Who should have the belt? I guess if you put the belt on Nia and just have her run over everyone until Asuka's ready, and then have Asuka come in and beat Nia Jax in 2 minutes, that would be a way to go.
That could work.
But also that means Nia Jax wrestling a lot and probably hurting people in the process.
Sounds like a liability.
I don't even know.
When was her last title reign?
Nia Jax, I don't think she's ever had a title reign.
Oh.
I think they thought the better of that on several occasions. She's been in a lot of title matches. I think her last title match was... I don't know if she had one between now and WrestleMania, but she was in the WrestleMania match. That fatal 4-way elimination match where we put Nia Jackson there just cause.
Yeah, in that sort of situation, then I would say she probably won't get it because if they don't know where this is going, and this is just a mashed potato of a match.
Maybe they know where it's going, but I sure as hell can't figure it out from here. Um, I don't know. You could always just keep the belt on Alexa and have Asuka beat her. That would
I
work
feel like
fine.
Sasha maybe.
So she can lose it to Nia on the next Raw. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and just like instead of just having one person hold it for a while, because they like to do that. Instead of having just one person hold it, they'll just hot potato it around
but that's
till
not
Asuka
good
can
for the
jump in.
belts. Like,
Sure.
who even cares about, you know, oh, the WWE title has lost prestige for a whole nother reason. Oh my god, that belt has fallen so far since WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. Like when AJ lost that belt, and then it was on Cena for 2 weeks, and then it was on Bray for a month, and then Randy Orton for a month, and now it's been on Jinder Mahal for like 4 months. They've killed that belt. But anyway, just I don't. I'm just gonna pick a name at random because I think they all have about an equal probability of winning. That was a different match. Okay, so my mouse landed on Naya, so I guess Naya.
I'll stay with Sasha. I don't know. I have a weird inkling about it.
Hey, it would be a WWE thing to do. Have Sasha Banks win and then have her lose it the next night. It'd be neat if they just out of nowhere Emma won the title.
Yeah. Surprise! Surprise, everyone.
They could do the whole Zack Ryder thing at WrestleMania 32. He was Intercontinental Champion out of nowhere and then lost on the next Raw.
Lol.
So that brings us to John Cena. First of our two big main events, John Cena and Roman Reigns in the most meta feud ever. Um, they've been doing all their promos have just been worked shoots of varying quality. I think Roman cut a good one on him last night. He played or not last night on Raw. He played John Cena's promo before WrestleMania 28 against The Rock about how he's digging on The Rock for, going off to Hollywood to fight movies and how he'd always, or film movies and how he'd always be here and he'd never leave. And Roman plays that. He's like, should we bring John out here? And everyone's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, we should. But John's not here tonight. I thought that was great. That was probably the best promo Roman Reigns has ever cut. He mentioned Alex Riley, which I was surprised at. So there's no reason for John Cena to win this match.
Yeah.
But there's also, I have this weird feeling that Roman Reigns' entire career is just Vince's long con to get the fans to cheer Cena.
I'd believe you. I would believe you
But
putting that forth.
either way, I like. What does a John Cena win really do here? I don't think it does anything. And if Roman's fighting for the title at WrestleMania, you gotta keep him strong. He hasn't won much on pay-per-view this year, so I think he's due.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick Roman here in the battle of the 50-50 reaction.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's just there's more for him to go.
Yeah, like why though at No Mercy do this, man? I don't know. Just doesn't seem to make sense. Um, Universal Championship: Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. This is a weird match because I can't see with how dominant Braun Strowman's been in the lead up to this match that Braun Strowman is winning the title here, but I also can't see how Brock Lesnar should beat Braun Strowman. So I guess
Hmm.
what I've read, I think I read in the Observer, is that the reason that they're doing John Cena and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman on No Mercy instead of like WrestleMania or something is because they want to keep interest in the product during football season, which is usually when, you know, the ratings go down and all that. Um, so if that's the case, wouldn't you want to put the title on Braun Strowman since he's going to be there every week?
Yeah.
Like, how interesting can your product be if we aren't going to see Brock Lesnar until maybe Survivor Series, possibly Royal Rumble, if he wins here?
Mhm.
You can always
Well,
do the rematch then and have Brock win the title back then, and then, I don't know, set up WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and John Cena, or not John Cena, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Because I think that's still the plan. But if that's still the plan, you need to change these fucking long-term plans. Because Braun Strowman is as hot as anyone I've seen in the past, like, 5 years right now. And if you're just going to feed him... Well, I don't think Braun Strowman's going to... If Braun Strowman loses or doesn't get the title, he's not doing so, like, straight up. It's not going to be like, you know, Brock gets the shit kicked out of him, hits one F5, and then pins him out of nowhere. It's not going to be the Joe match.
we can only hope. Like,
If they do that, we're canceling the WWE Network subscription. We're subscribing to New Japan World, and this will be a New Japan Pro Wrestling channel. And I'm serious about that. If that happens, we're done.
all right, you heard it here first, folks.
So I think maybe if they're going to keep the belt on Brock, maybe a DQ or something like that. It's hard, but I'm going to go with what they should do. And they should have Braun Strowman come in here and beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
Agreed. I'm following my heart on this one. I want Braun to win just because it'll make it entertaining. Which,
Because he's
you
awesome.
know, yeah, someone that everyone wants to have it, and he's gotten here.
If you put the belts, if you have Braun Strowman run through Brock Lesnar and win the title here, this will be like Stone Cold beating Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14. You will have the most over babyface champion you've had in a long time. Even though you're trying to convince us he's a heel, but everyone's into Braun Strowman, so just embrace it. Have Braun Strowman have his moment here, and, you know, fuck doing Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania for the umpteenth time. Or have that be like the SmackDown match. Well, no, actually don't. I lie. Because I'm thinking what they're doing for the SmackDown match, and what they should do for the SmackDown match, is they should have Shinsuke beat Jinder for the title at Hell in a Cell, and then have AJ Styles win the Royal Rumble. So you can have Shinsuke and AJ for the title at WrestleMania. Which would be the best apology match if you're insistent on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns again. But after SummerSlam, really, are they... I don't even know if... I guess they still want to do it, but after SummerSlam, does anyone have any real desire to see Roman Reigns wrestle Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar kind of handily dispatched Roman Reigns in that match. I don't feel like there's unresolved business about who would win this time. Like,
Exactly.
So hopefully
Just
they're smart and they put the title on Braun here. So that's...
be courageous. Be courageous, Raw. Don't cling to your stuffed lobster. Be like, but what? I don't know. What if everything goes wrong? Take a chance, boys. He'll return your investment.
What's the worst that happens? You know, you have the champion on the show every week.
Oh no.
And then even if you don't like the way it's going, just have him drop the belt back to Lesnar on the Royal Rumble or Survivor Series. Like, there's no real harm in giving Braun Strowman a chance with the title.
Yeah, it's just do it, guys. Just do it.
Nothing in wrestling can't be fixed. Just remember that. So real quick, we'll recap. We have Neville beating Enzo for the Cruiserweight Championship. We got Finn beating Bray. Jason Jordan over The Miz. Ambrose and Rollins retaining. I have Nia in the women's
And I have Sasha.
clusterfuck, and he has Sasha. We have Roman over Cena, and we both have Braun over Brock. So hopefully, either way, this should be a good show. And as long as this isn't a repeat of Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar in the main event here, we will be back with our review
Yeah.
of No Mercy next week. So we'll hope to see you again there. And thank you much for watching this time.
Peace out.